I mean, you've had so much, even today, and that's why I was excited to meet you in person, because you have such a spiritual journey and essence in just in spirit, even in just your presence and what you talk about, the vocabulary you have there. Where did that get infused with the work you do? Like, or has that always been there, or what was your journey?
I learned to meditate when I was 14, and that's turned into a big part of my life. I stopped meditating when I went to college. And then when I moved to California, I started again. And when I started again, I realized, even though I hadn't done it for the last 5 years, a big part of who I am is because I did it when I did it. Mm. Had I not stopped, I wouldn't have recognized that. Mm. So the stopping and starting was a very clear, wow, this is a big part of how I see the world already, even with not doing it for the last 5 years.
What type of meditation is it, and how do
TM.
TM? Oh, TM. Perfect. Okay, got it. Yeah,
I learned TM, changed my life. And since then, I've learned Vipassana, and I do many different practices and breathing practices and Tai Chi and many different meditative practices. I often come back to TM maybe because it was first.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Simple and beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting to me. Meditation just seems to be, but there was definitely a generation where meditation became really prominent in the lives of so many, especially so many people today that you meet that are doing, Ray Dalio has been on the podcast a million times. And again, he talks about TM as being such a big part of his financial success in terms of making wise financial investment decisions. And he is a special human as well. I feel like that resurgence is back now where there's so much more talk about breath work and meditation. And if you had any words of wisdom or insight for anyone who's trying it, experimenting, what would you suggest to them as someone who's done it for so long, had breaks, found usefulness in it? Are there any things that come to your heart or forefront of your?
The first thing that comes up, there's a beautiful book called Wherever You Go, There You Are. I love that book. I had meditated a long period of time before I read it, but I remember reading it feeling like this is the best, both introduction to meditation and reminder of the power of meditation, regardless of where you are in your meditative journey. So I would recommend that book as a way in, and find the practice that works for you. And I've also used like Yoga Nidra or different guided meditations, which also are beautiful and helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. I used a load of Yoga Nidra when I had my hernia surgery. I was like, I couldn't get to sleep because of the pain. And so Yoga Nidra is beautiful. If you have trouble sleeping, everyone, Yoga Nidra is like really special. You strike me as someone who appreciates growth and inner work and self-work through at least what you've said today and shared today and the thoughts in the book. And